What's up, guys? Jeff Marconette Jr., the award-winning international Make Every Second Count speaker here tonight with a brand new episode of Make Every Second Count Live. Now, I'm very proud of tonight's episode. I'm very proud of tonight's guest because she is going to show you that the struggle is real for a lot of people and you can still be successful. Why? Because she is. So I ask you right now if you would please share this episode out. Share it in as many groups as you can. In fact, you can tag people in the comments and invite them to watch that way. But please make sure you hit that like button, you hit the heart button, you hit the frowny face button, you hit whatever you want. Just hit those buttons, hit the follow button so you can become aware of every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. when we are live with a brand new episode of Make Every Second Count Live. Now, I'm going to bring up tonight's guest and thank you guys so much for watching. Hey, MaryLynn.
Hi, Jeff. How are you doing?
Oh, I am doing fantastic. You?
Doing wonderful.
That
So
is
good to be
great.
here.
So while you are talking here, I'm going to be inviting some people into the show, letting them know that they can watch with us, and I'm going to be sharing it out into all kinds of groups. So I will be looking down at my phone while you introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm MaryLynn Bolton from Canby, Indiana, just right outside of Indianapolis. So that's the bigger city that everybody else knows, familiar with that. Been through my struggles here, but I've been able to be here and enjoying the show and sharing with other like-minded people and bringing together each other. Um, been able to write a book over the last few years and helping to inspire and connect with other people.
That is pretty awesome. So what do you do now? I mean, do you work?
I do now work. I've been writing my book that I'm still will be publishing hopefully in October is what I'm working towards. I teach others to magnify their voice and manifest their authentic life by inspiring them to embrace and love themselves, discover their inner strength, and remind them that they are not alone. That no matter what they are going through, there was always somebody there thinking about them, reaching out somehow to be able to help them, to never give up.
That is awesome. I thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy evening to be here with me and my viewers. We definitely appreciate it. And I like to show people that they can do anything, that their limitations, that their adversities that they face is not something that has to hold them back. The choice belongs to them. And it's so you're awesome because you really show people that they can see those adversities. They can go through those adversities, but they can keep going at the same time. But I want to jump into that a little bit right now. So, can you tell and explain a little bit about the adversity that you have faced?
Yes, my adversity started a few years ago. Just to started out as migraines. Being able to work through that, um, things just got a little worse, and physical limitations that ended up having me bedridden for a while. When you're bedridden and on medicine to help you relax and get you out of pain, the only thing you can do is think. And when you're thinking and trying to see what choices you have. To me, the only choice was to get up, not to lay there anymore. Um, I didn't want to be bedridden. I got up and I walked to struggle to walk, but I had to relearn. I had to relearn to walk and to talk, to write, to remember. And when your thoughts want to take over, you have to choose which thoughts you want to listen to. Acknowledge the thoughts, acknowledge those storms, because whether you're in bedridden or not, you're going to have storms in life. And those storms are going to happen. As much as we want to try to protect each other, we can protect each other and take care of each other. We help each other through those storms the best we can. And you have to keep going and relearn. Sometimes we have to let go of what we did learn, what worked last time. So I wrote a book about that to be able to say, this is possible. You can get through that storm and to never give up. You learn new tools, you learn new ways to keep going. There's plenty of things to do to be able to connect with other people. And we learn to be independent. At the same time, connection is just as strong as important to be able to have that independency, because we have to take care of each other.
Exactly. Thank you so much for sharing that. So I'd like to go through and say hi to a few people. So we have Kim Gillum Steele. She is a sepsis survivor and a quad amputee from Georgia that is watching. So another amazing person that has been a guest on this show. And then we have my dad, who is watching from across the street. And I have to say, he is one amazing character as well. And then we have Maria watching, who is also a sepsis survivor known as the Toeless Runner. We have Brittany from Aurora, or is that Nicole from Aurora, Colorado? I'm not sure. We have Sarah. We have Ben Bruce. We have Alan. And I just want to tell you guys thank you so much for watching. And Kim Gillum Steele is actually watching us on YouTube. So that is pretty amazing in itself. And she is one of my subscribers. So thank you so much, Kim. All right. So I want to ask you, what was the hardest part of these migraines?
When it was slowly and I could recognize that everything started going away, everything that I knew, everything that was familiar, that the pain was taking, it took my life. When it takes everything from you and you think that there is nothing left, that was the hardest thing. Going, then what is left of me? What choice do I have? Then I rebuild. That was the hardest thing, to go, okay, but how do I start? You start with one step at a time. You start where you are. I had one hand, and physically for me to say I'm independent, I had one hand. I had a choice. The choice to either stay there and keep thinking this is my life now, or I have the hand to say I go forward now, and how do I do it? And you learn to write again, you learn to speak, and then you go and help others.
Yes, that is exactly right. I thank you so much. And I know that Eric Thomas says you start where you are with what you have, because what you have is clear. And that's exactly what you just said. Start where you are with what you have, because you knew you could write. You knew that there was something other than talking that you could do, and you weren't going to let that hold you back. And I truly appreciate that, because when I was dealing with everything through my car accident, there was a lot of things that I was unable to do. And I understand that there are a lot of people out there that are unable to do all kinds of things. And they want to do so much more in their life, but it's possible. I'm going to tell you right now that whatever you're going through, it doesn't really matter, because there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Just like for Maryland or Mary. All right, how do you say your name?
MaryLynn.
All right, for MaryLynn right here, she wants to be on a stage speaking. She wants to have people listening to her, because she knows that she can help other people, because she went through all this and she doesn't want anybody else to have to go through it. So she's going to try and help those people. Isn't that amazing? There's a lot of people out there that try to help other people. What would you tell somebody that thinks they're alone, that thinks there's nobody out there that could possibly know what they're going through? So why even ask?
Because that's where the empathy and compassion for another soul, that's when you feel and you can recognize that that's where the human race is, and that's where the humanity is. You don't have to go through it alone to love. There's a lot of things I haven't experienced, but there's a lot more that I have that I can relate to somebody else. And it's being able to go, I can still give, and I can still love, and I can still feel, so I can help somebody else. And when that somebody else can feel that and recognize that's where they belong, they know that there's a hand out there.
Yeah,
that's when they know they're not alone. When they can feel it, it's not in solely within their eyes, it's within their heart. To know that those choices, it's continually to go through that storm, not to stop. And when they need help battling that storm, that's when they get that choice, and that's when they get to hear you, and that's when they get to hear me, and they get to hear that next person to say, you can do it. Because we're still waiting for them on the other side. I can't fight that battle for them, but I can be there rejoicing and cheering them on every step of the way. And when they come out, we'll do it together.
Yeah. And that's one of the main reasons that I've done this show for 4 years. I have wanted to show people that each and every person goes through something, but there are people here to help you. And people that are going to pull you up, people that are going to help you through whatever you are through, and not try to hold you back and put anchors around your anchors around your ankles. That didn't come out right, but that there's all kinds of people. I mean, I've had guests on this show like for 4 years now, and there have been a lot of them, and they're all here volunteering their time to be on my show and tell everybody else that they can do it. That things aren't impossible. They might be hard, yeah, but they're not impossible. You just have to reach, you have to ask for help and keep asking for help until you get that help. and ask for help, not because you're weak, but because you want to remain strong. And ask for help, and don't stop until you get it. And there's so many people that you can ask for help. Uh, I have
Somebody does ask me something and I don't know the answer, I will say, well, I'll be on your journey and help you find it.
yes, that's great. So we have Kim Gillum Steele in the comments saying you are amazing, MaryLynn or MaryLynn. MaryLynn, geez, I'm having issues with that.
It is.
She says you are amazing, and then she also says what an inspiration you are. So you keep up all your good work, because people out there see you for what you are and your power that you have inside you. So I know you talked a little bit about a book. Now, I have to take a minute here and give a shameless plug for my own book. Now, my book is not just a book. My book is a journal. Now, when I say a journal, I mean one that you can write in, and one that you can take an introspective journey through. So you're going to look deep inside yourself and realize what you think and how you feel about certain situations. And it's really going to teach you a lot. But it's called Make Every Second Count, a 1,500-hour journal. And each week inside the 9 weeks of this is over a different topic, and it's going to help you through that topic. Now, it's also going to help you live with more gratitude, more perspective, and help you develop some long-term goals in your life. So check that book out. But if you really are interested in that book, you can go to www.jeffmarconetjr.com, which is on the screen right now, and you can download the first 7 days of that journal for free just by going to that site. And that's pretty awesome. I have to say that's really cool of me to give you that opportunity. All right, so that was my shameless plug. Now, I have to ask, how exactly can we get a hold of your book once it comes out?
Right now I'm on social media, on Instagram and on Facebook. Those are the two places you can find me at this time.
And what's your name on there?
MaryLynn.Bolton.1.
MaryLynn.Bolton.1.
Yes.
We like that number on this show.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook. And I give inspiration and positive quotes and share little bits and pieces about my book, and then about when it's going to be coming out. So you get a little bit inside of my, and I share poems, just quotes.
That's
just
amazing.
thoughts.
So you write poems too?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy writing your poems?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm
Yep.
so glad to hear that. I know that poems can be like therapy for some people, and can be like meditation and praying for some people. And I have to say, I used to write some poetry. I used to dabble a little bit, but I was never all that good.
I
So
bet you have. I bet you still have a few in there.
probably.
It doesn't have to.
Probably.
Yeah, it's your thoughts. That's the way the poetry is, and it comes across. That's with any. You wrote that book,
Yeah.
right? Maybe you can
True.
do one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have this first one, and then you can write a second one, and you write a poetry book. How about that?
All right. Sounds good to me. So, Do you happen to have any of your poetry there?
I can tell you the one. My book is called Check Yourself Out.
All right.
And the one in there that says going along the lines of what you do say. It is looking inward, talking about your soul, looking at who you are, accepting yourself and what you can do. It's manifesting yourself. So my poem is check yourself out. Check yourself out, break from the mold. Tear off the label before your heart grows old. Give yourself credit for all that you do. Inspire, enlighten, empower, break through. Let your soul shine to show the real you. You can stand alone or with the crowd. Whatever you do, be strong and be proud. It's time to check yourself out.
Wow. Great job.
Thank
So, I just, yeah, wow, you just rocked the whole internet right there. So, I appreciate you being able to say that from memory. That is pretty cool. And I just need everybody out there, including you, MaryLynn, to do me a favor. I need you guys to make every second count. Why?
Absolutely.
Because you never know when the seconds are going to run out on your one life. Hey, I'll see you guys back here next Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern Time, where we help you guys get from what you're dealing with to the other side, because there is a way through. And we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Thank you again, MaryLynn.